My name is Jessica Miter, and this is Introduction to Voice. Today I will be teaching you the very fundamental skills of learning how to sing. What you want to do first is think about what you want to get out of this learning experience. When I first started teaching voice, or when I started learning voice lessons, I really didn't know what I was coming into. My teacher was a classical teacher, and I thought that because she was a classical teacher that I wasn't going to be able to learn the type of style of music that I wanted to sing. I wanted to sing jazz, I wanted to sing R&B, I wanted to sing popular music. And so I didn't think that she was the right kind of teacher. But in fact, she was. Because the first thing that you must learn how to do is learn the technique of singing. It's learning how to breathe, it's learning how to control, it's defining your range, and today we're going to look into the beginnings of how to do that. When I first started, I didn't have a range, so I was very limited in how I sang. I didn't have any breath, which meant that I had no power to really give the energy that I wanted to. I had no connection in my body. So I was singing from my throat, and I was hurting my voice. And I didn't have any understanding between chest voice and head voice. Just like an athlete who practices every day the special sport that they do, you must also practice your voice lessons. If you don't practice, you will not get better, and you will continue to sing the way that you're singing now. What we're going to try to do today is talk about breathing. We're going to talk about musicality, and we're going to talk about the beginnings of warming up and singing one exercise. Musicality. A singer is helpless if they don't know anything about music. Sure, you might have a really beautiful voice, and you may be able to sing pretty good. But if you don't understand music, when you look into a book and you don't understand anything about chords or music, you're going to be at a disadvantage. It's very important that you try to find an instrument that you like so that you can at least understand the basics of music, so that you understand how to communicate with your fellow musicians. The first thing that we're going to learn about is breath, vocalizing with the breath, breaking your habits, your ear training, and how to control your breath. But the first thing that we're going to do today is define your range. What is range? Range is how low or how high you sing. So the first thing that you need to do is have an instrument. I have a piano. You might have a guitar. You might have a flute. Something that makes sound so that you have a reference point for your range. So, the first thing that you must do is find out how low you can sing and how high you can sing. I will give the demonstration. Just singing la. 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 This is my lowest note. For you, it might be down here if you're bass. For some people, it might be up here. Everybody is different, so don't worry about that. This is the lowest note that I can sing. Now I need to find out what the highest note that I can sing. probably my highest note. I could probably go a little bit higher, but that's pushing it for me. So my range ranges from this C, 3 octaves. Now, when you determine your range, it might be much smaller. When I began voice lessons, my range was 2 octaves. So in the time that I have practiced, I have gone into 3 octaves. But you must work within your range. Don't push yourself. Be comfortable, and we will learn the techniques of singing. Now we will begin to talk about breath control and how the body works. The first thing that I'd like you to do is to take a deep breath. Find a mirror and look into the mirror and watch yourself take this deep breath. Stand up, look into the mirror, and breathe a big, deep breath. What happens to your body when you breathe? Does your body stay still? Does your body move a lot? If you're breathing like this, this is not correct breathing. Your lungs are not in your shoulders. Your lungs are here. So when you breathe in, this should not be happening. Also, look into the mirror. When you're breathing in, are you hunched over? Are you too far back? Are you breathing in very little? Some people don't even know how to take a deep breath. So the first thing that we need to learn how to do is recognize natural breathing versus unnatural breathing. If you look at a picture, if you watch a baby sleeping, a child is laying down, you will see that their stomach goes out and in as they breathe. This is natural breathing. Unnatural breathing is when our parents tell us to keep your stomach tight, be skinny. Then we start breathing up here, and we forget about the fact that air can travel down and expand down into our diaphragm. Okay. So, when you're breathing in, let me show you, incorrect is like this. Wrong. The correct way to breathe is to keep your shoulders level, and when you breathe in, the air comes down, goes down into your tube, into your lungs, pressing down onto your diaphragm, expanding your lungs. I will demonstrate now. This is natural breathing.